This will be for the con exercise, linear pair and vertically opposite angles. Okay, for the first problem, they want us to find the value of A and B. So lowercase a and lowercase b, they look like they are angle measurements. All right, let's see. So for the vertical angles, you want to look for two straight lines that intersect each other. Okay, so I'm going to highlight those lines. If you see right here, highlighting that line, and
excuse this interruption,
and this line right here. Okay, so it's basically two lines that intersect, but you really want to look for the X shape. And basically the angles across from each other in that X formation are congruent. All right, so if this one here is 25 degrees, then this one right here is also going to be 25 degrees because you make the X shape and they're across from each other. So A is just 25 degrees. All right, and now we want to find angle B. Okay, as you can see, we have a straight line right here. So the angular measurement of a straight angle, if we measured from here to here, that would be 180 degrees. All right, because it's a straight angle. That's 180 degrees. And this right here is 90. So 180 minus 90 is going to be 90. Therefore, this angle right here is also going to be 90. All right. So between A and B combined, if I combine this angle and this angle here, they are going to be 90 degrees. All right, so A plus B is just 90. But we already said A is 25. Okay, and then you just subtract 25 from both sides. It cancels here. 90 minus 25 is going to be 65. So B equals 65 degrees. Now, do you have to set it up algebraically? No, not necessarily. Okay, if you want, you can just say, well, if A is 25, then angle B is just going to be 90 minus 25. So that's the same thing. So we had 25 and 65. Okay, once again, find the value of A and B. So I am going to look for the vertical angles. And in other words, I'm going to look for two intersecting lines that make the X shape. I have this right here. And then I have this right here. So that makes the X shape. And I think I made those lines too thick. Hold on a sec. All right, hopefully you can see it a little better now. You see the X shape, we have angle A right here, and the angle across from this one right here, we can see it's 40 plus 50. Okay, so if we add 40 plus 50, that's going to be 90 degrees. If this one is 90, this one is also going to be 90. So A is just 90 degrees. All right, and let me see here. Let me erase what we have. All right, A is 90, and I can see a straight line right here. Okay, so we said A was 9. Well, let me see. The angular measurement of a straight line or a straight angle is 180 degrees. Okay, we already said angle A was 90. So angle B, which is this one right here, that's just going to be 180 minus 90. So that's also 90 degrees. All right, you can set up an algebra equation if you want, but we said A was 90, so this one right here is 90. And if this is 90 and the whole thing is 180, this angle here is 180 minus 90. So that was a 90 on both. All right, let's see. You want to look for the vertical angles first, usually. Okay, so just look for that X shape. All right, if this one here, I'll do it in a different color. If this one here is 25, the one across from that on the other side of the X is also going to be 25. Okay, now that's not A or B, but it's going to help us later. So I'm just going to leave that labeled as 25. Okay, and then let's see here. We have a straight line right here. Okay, so the angular measurement of a straight angle is 180 degrees. Okay, this one here is already 25. So this one here is just going to be 180 minus 25. And that equals 155 in degrees. So this right here is angle A. All right. Now I'll erase some of this mess here. All right, and let me see. Additionally, we have a straight line right here. Okay, the angular measurement of a straight angle is 180 degrees. And we have 90 degrees right here. So if this side is 90, this is also going to be 90. All right, I'll put a big square right here to indicate this is 90. All right, the reason is the whole thing is 180 and this one here is 90. So this one on the left also has to be 90. All right, so this is a 90-degree angle. If this one here is 25, this one right here is just going to be 90 minus 25. And that equals 65. And that is angle B. So we have 155 and 65. All right, 155 and 65.